Hey guys, in my last post, if you can see here, I had created a Google web story and promised that if it gets a lot of traffic, I'll post a tutorial video on it. And well, it did get a lot of traffic. I'll show you my search console data over here. And if you notice the kind of clicks and impressions that I have got since the last post that I made, right? On Feb 2nd, we got 2,241 clicks and 22,710 impressions on that Google story, and that the day prior to that we got 1,703 clicks and 25,625 impressions. Both of these are from the same story. If you look over here, this was the story that I mentioned in my previous post, and the kind of clicks that I got, it's really massive. So for those of you who don't know what a Google web story is, it is a carousel based feature that appears on the Google app. It's a wonderful interface, so you check it out. Go to your Google app and you will get to see stories there. Stories are interest based, so everyone will have a unique story on topics that they like. No single person will have the same story. It all depends on the kind of things that you browse and the things that you are interested in. So it's another great way of getting highly relevant audiences to your website. All right. So without showing you all of this, I'll show you how to create a Google web story on a WordPress app. Okay, if you're using WordPress, it's really easy, and I'm going to use Digital Education School as an example. It's the story that I created for this site. Okay, they offer live graphic design courses for really super cheap prices. So if you want to learn design, they have a new batch starting at the end of Feb. Check them out. It'll help you improve your branding, marketing, and even possibly get freelance gigs. And it's all for just 5,000 as a course fee. They're India's cheapest live graphic design course right now. You can check on the internet. Nobody offers a course this cheap, which is live. You'll have a lot of pre-recorded ones, but not a live course. Okay. So enough of promoting them. I'm gonna get into the interface directly. Okay. So first things first, you log into your WordPress account and go to the dashboard. I have already logged in, so I'm just going to show you how the dashboard looks like. Okay, just give it some time. My net is a bit slow, so yeah. So this is what the dashboard looks like. You need to go to the plugins section, add a new plugin, and search for web stories. Okay, once you search for web stories, you will see an icon like this. Just download it. Okay, once you download it and activate the plugin, this is the web stories icon. So when you see a plugin that has this icon, you download it and you'll reach a dashboard like this. Okay, these are all the previous web stories that I have created, okay, for my brand. All of this for Digital Education School. But if you are creating one, it completely new one, you won't see this. It will directly tell you to create a new story. Now if you create a new story, you will get a blank canvas and you will have to start from scratch. But if you're like me, who doesn't have a lot of time, I like to choose explore templates. Okay, explore templates gives you already created stories, and all you have to do is customize them as per your needs. Okay, so I can choose any template that I want, and then I just need to customize it. So if I click use this template, just clicked it here, it will take you to this interface right here, and this is where the magic happens. Now the purpose of a story is to give information and make it as creative as possible. So for example, I can change the text here. Why? I'm just writing anything, but you get the point. So you can customize each and everything. You can delete stuff if you want. You can change the creatives, you can change the image, you can change the colors, all of that. Okay, So if you look over here, there's a text option here. You can choose the text, you can choose images, you can upload images if you want, and it will come up here. You can add gifs. So if I go to slide 2, I can change the text here. Maybe I want a gif, so I'll type graphic design. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to go into each and every part of how to create, how to visually create a beautiful story, because that will take too much time. Play around with it, you will figure it out. But ultimately, you can manipulate all of this. You can delete the image, go on images, search for a different image. Let's say SEO. I'm just randomly searching for topics. I like this. I can add this. I can drag it like that. And it is layer based, similar to Canvas, so I can send it back and change the text here. Go to the next page. I can change this. If I want to keep it short, I can even delete these pages. So make your stories as interactive, as unique as possible. Try to tell a story when you're creating one, so that users are more inclined to click and slide to the next section on their Google Discover. Okay. And now, for example, say I've created a story about why digital education school has the best graphic design course. Now I've created a couple of slides. My last slide, usually I would want to have a CTA, so that people take action and check out my course page. Okay, so here I can change all of this, I can delete stuff, and I can create something that is unique, that takes people to my landing page. So what I'll do is I will quickly show you the existing one that I created. The steps are the same. Okay, the steps are exactly the same, and I'm showing you the existing one because it will give you more relevance to how I managed to get so much traffic on the website. Now see, because I just left this halfway, it's as untitled, but once you publish it, it comes as a completely drafted web story here. So this was the one that I had created on Feb 1st. That was the one that had managed to get so much traffic. And you can see later, sometimes you create stuff, and if you want to edit it, you can even edit the text. So even though if you published an article like a blog post, you can still edit it later. It's the same for web stories as well. Okay, so you can see I had created one like this. I added the GIF. I gave 5 reasons why the course is so good. These are all GIFs, and I think GIFs make the story really interactive. A USP about the features of the course. It's one of the cheapest live graphic design courses in India. And finally, this part is where I put the link to the story, where people can go ahead, and if they click on it, it takes them to the web story itself, and they can swipe up in the swipe up tab, and this is the page attachment section. So you can put your link over here in the page attachment section and write the text you want. So if they click on it, they'll get the link of the website, and then it will take them to the landing page. Okay, so once you reach the end of your story and you've created this, the next step is to fill the document information. Okay, the document information has certain details like story description, so make sure you add all the relevant keywords over here. I've written the best graphic design course in India is offered by digital education school. You can shorten your permalink if you want. I usually don't shorten it, I just keep it as it is, but if you want to, you can shorten it. In the category section, you add relevant categories. In the tag section, you add relevant tags, similar to how you would write a WordPress article. It's absolutely the same. In this section, you write the title of this web story, and then for me it says update, but for you it will say publish. Once you hit publish, your web story will be published, and then you'll get the link here, and if you can even preview the web story on your desktop. So this is how it will look. This is only a desktop view, but ideally it will appear on the phone when it goes live. Okay, you have no control over it. Your web story will show to up to people who are more interested in graphic design. Okay, one more important step: once you publish a web story, you copy the link, go to Google Search Console, push it here, request it for indexing. Okay, this web story will already show that the URL is on Google, but for you, when you put a new web story, it will say, it will be blank, it will say it's not live on Google yet. Then you need to click on request indexing, and that's it. That's how easy it is to create a web story. So I hope this was informational. I try to keep it as short as possible. I know it's gone a bit too long, but as long as it helps you create a good web story and get traffic to your website, I think we can all be champions with getting our brand out there. Let me know if you have any questions. I am happy to help you. You can leave a comment, you can share it with other people as well. Alright, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.